据说前几天在深圳举办了一场千人相亲大会。
A few days ago, Shenzhen held a large-scale matchmaking event for thousands of people. Interestingly, many women arrived at the scene only to find that almost no men showed up. Naturally, everyone wondered, why was this? In fact, men have long understood the reality of the situation. For men with good economic conditions, they simply don't need to attend such matchmaking events, while men with average economic conditions may not achieve any favorable outcomes even if they do attend. Think carefully, and it's clear, truly outstanding men rarely enter the matchmaking market, as they likely have plenty of opportunities in everyday life. And those men who rely on matchmaking events to find partners are often the ones who don't understand how to attract women. Sending a man who doesn't know how to pursue women to chase after the most selective women in the matchmaking market, isn't that a joke? Therefore, men shouldn't always think about trying their luck at matchmaking events. Many people now agree with this saying, a matchmaking event is like the evening vegetable market, where all the good picks are already taken, and what's left are the unwanted leftovers.
我跟你们说啊，深圳的万人相亲大会啊，竟然没有男生去。
Here's a new update for everyone. Recently, a large matchmaking event in Shenzhen, with a turnout of thousands, surprisingly saw almost no men in attendance. Many women were left extremely disappointed and filled with questions. Why are men no longer attending these matchmaking events? On this topic, an older single man shared his thoughts. He described the matchmaking event as resembling a vegetable stall in a market, where the produce has already been on display for some time. The remaining vegetables aren't fresh, don't look appealing, and their taste has greatly diminished. In his analogy, these leftover vegetables are of average quality, which is why they remain unsold on the stall. What's even more frustrating is that these leftover vegetables are priced very high. Men without money can't afford these leftover vegetables, and men with money aren't interested in them. What are everyone's thoughts on this matter?
深圳王婆说媒活动空无一人。
Has everyone heard? Recently, there was a highly anticipated matchmaking event called the Wangpa Matchmaking Fair, held in Shenzhen. Surprisingly, this large-scale matchmaking event was almost deserted. Only a few spectators showed up near the end of the event. This situation has left people sighing, as not only men were absent, but women also showed little enthusiasm. With the rising popularity of Wangpa matchmaking events in Hunan, more places have started hosting similar events, aiming to boost local recognition and attract more attention. However, at the recent matchmaking fair in Shenzhen, the scene was unexpectedly quiet. This isn't the first time such events have faced similar awkwardness in various cities. For example, at a recent matchmaking event in Hangzhou, Zhejiang, there were thousands of female applicants, yet hardly any men attended. What could be causing men to be so indifferent to these matchmaking events? One older single man openly shared his thoughts. He said, "Why have men woken up now? Because men feel that attending these matchmaking fairs is pointless. Men with good prospects won't participate in such events, while men with less favorable conditions attend only to be looked down upon by women, humiliating themselves at the matchmaking scene." Moreover, some men complain that men are required to pay a fee to attend these events, while women can enter for free. This fee arrangement makes many men feel it's unfair and leaves them resentful toward the event. This recent Wangpa matchmaking fair in Shenzhen has further shaken men's confidence, as they often find themselves looked down upon by women and subjected to unrealistic demands. However, these women seem to overlook their own situations, as if convinced there are over 30 million single men in China waiting for them to choose. Meanwhile, the Shenzhen matchmaking event organizers showed some management oversight as well. Originally planned for noon, the event was rescheduled to 6 p.m. to accommodate office workers after work, yet this timing change didn't bring in the expected crowd. In a first-tier city like Shenzhen, where the pace is fast and pressures are high, both men and women are busy with their livelihoods, leaving little time to attend such large events. Additionally, some question the intentions behind events like Wangpa matchmaking, as many matchmaking fairs have drifted from their initial purpose of facilitating relationships, gradually becoming commercial events aimed at gaining traffic and catching public attention. Moreover, the event was filled with eye-catching stunts. Some internet celebrity female hosts seized the opportunity to draw in traffic, broadcasting commercial ads everywhere, leaving the men who traveled from afar to sit on the cold bench, waiting around. At a recent matchmaking event in Anhui, One matchmaker even attempted to pair a man with a woman who was 3 months pregnant, which left people speechless. Some women stepped on stage and immediately set high demands, such as seeking handsome, wealthy men with monthly salaries of at least 25,000 yuan and kind-hearted personalities. Some women are already 40 years old, divorced with children, yet still demand men who are good-tempered, wealthy, and attractive, even expecting them to buy houses for them. These demands make one wonder whether they are genuinely seeking a family partner or simply a provider or servant. Such behavior devoid of boundaries and ethics has turned what should be a warm matchmaking event into a chaotic scene, causing many men to lose confidence in the marriage market. Today, many men and women claim they're doing well and don't need a partner, but these statements often sound like giving up self-consolation. Some even package their less-than-ideal lives into a surface of contentment. The general perception among Chinese men in the marriage market is that they lack good conditions and economic ability, making it challenging to handle the pressures of marriage. Meanwhile, many women pursue higher standards, believing they deserve better partners. Today, many women still imagine there are 30 million single men waiting for them to choose from, each woman hoping to find the perfect, domineering CEO or Prince Charming without considering their own reality. How many women are genuinely beautiful, talented, and gentle? On the contrary, many fall far short of these standards. Love is one of humanity's most fundamental emotional needs. It should not be treated as a luxury or a disposable item. However, in today's society, love seems to have become an expensive and quickly consumed commodity, often accompanied by a disregard for responsibility and obligation. Whether in marriage or love, those who come together should truly understand and support each other, contributing to a shared family. Matchmaking and introduction events were originally meant to help people find emotional connections, yet they have gradually drifted off course. In a society that moves fast and is full of pressure, men and women may need a clearer understanding when choosing a partner. Neither men nor women should view marriage and love as a business transaction. When your efforts go unappreciated and unreciprocated, it's best to cut your losses and learn to value yourself. The most basic principle of human interaction is no more than 3 words. Follow your conscience.
哎呀，以后我再不要去那个相亲角了，知道吧？
Today was truly an unforgettable experience. Brothers, I never want to go to that matchmaking corner again. Do you know what happened? Today was the last day of my holiday, and I thought I'd go to the matchmaking corner in a park in Shenzhen to try my luck. However, as soon as I got there, I was stunned. Shenzhen on a weekend was absolutely packed with people. The whole park was filled with people. It was almost impossible to move. Every corner was crowded with adults, kids, and even elderly folks gathering together, blocking any way to move forward. As soon as I arrived at the matchmaking corner, I hadn't even taken a few steps before a group of older ladies surrounded me completely. The sight startled me. I thought something had happened, but it turned out these older ladies were coming straight for me. They asked directly, "Is your child a boy or a girl? We're also looking for a match for our children, seeing if there's anyone suitable." Brothers, that left me completely dumbfounded. I stood there, thinking, do I really look that old? I'm only 42 years old, yet they mistook me for a parent looking to find a match for my child. It was sheer humiliation. I felt so embarrassed that I wanted to find a hole to hide in. To save a little face, I forced myself to explain to the older ladies that I was actually there looking for a partner for myself, as I'm divorced. Unexpectedly, as soon as they heard that I was looking for someone for myself, even more older ladies gathered around, all enthusiastically inquiring about my qualifications. They told me, "We have a few single ladies here too, who are also divorced from their spouses, now in their 50s, retired, helping their children with life in Shenzhen, and able to cook and do laundry." One lady even directly offered herself, asking if I had any specific conditions, as she could meet them all. So, I briefly introduced myself, saying that I'm 42, working in software development here, and just came to see if I could find a companion for myself. Unexpectedly, one older lady immediately responded, saying she'd be willing to date me. She said she's just over 50, in good health, able to do laundry, cook, and take care of people. None of that would be a problem. Plus, she has a pension and wouldn't ask me to buy a house or car. Just renting a place in Shenzhen together would be enough for her. Although she was very sincere, I still felt embarrassed because I initially hoped to find a younger woman under 30, or perhaps a divorced woman in her 30s. But the reality was, I was surrounded by women over 50, all vying to speak with me, even blocking my way to leave. They even advised me not to pursue young girls, saying they're unreliable, and that I shouldn't be so picky. If I found someone suitable, I should just settle with one of these older ladies. They said I wouldn't be able to handle younger women. They even predicted that if I did find a younger woman, the marriage would end up falling apart eventually. In contrast, they assured me there'd be no problem with them. As retired women, they just wanted a stable companion to enjoy their later years, advising me to find someone reliable to live with. Listening to their brainwashing advice left me with mixed feelings. Eventually, I made up an excuse to escape, saying I wanted to check out other places. Brothers, seriously, never go to those matchmaking corners again. I initially thought I'd try my luck to see if I could meet a woman in her 20s or 30s, but I ended up being hunted by a group of older ladies. Such an awkward experience. Brothers, I really don't dare go there again. It felt too humiliating, too embarrassing. If I actually agreed to date one of those older ladies, how could I face anyone afterward? How could I face family, friends, colleagues, or old classmates? This experience made me realize deeply that I'm not suited to be with someone much older. After all, I still hope to have another child in the future. Besides, those ladies are not young anymore. They're all over 50. While they might be fine women, the age gap is just too big. I simply want a partner around 30 years old. That age difference just feels more appropriate. Sigh, brothers, I feel both awkward and speechless. Do I really look that old? Thinking back, it's almost laughable.
对不起，我让大家失望的。
I'm truly sorry to disappoint everyone. I honestly feel ashamed to face all the single friends registered with our matchmaking company, especially the single men still waiting for love. Previously, our company promised to host a singles party for this year's Singles Day. Today, I must apologize to everyone and let you know that the singles party won't be happening. Why? Because our ideals are always grand, but reality keeps proving us wrong. Sigh, I think everyone might have guessed some of the reasons. Honestly, I once said with great hope that whether it's love or marriage, both men and women have to put in effort. Looking back now, these words really came back to bite me. Talking about effort, it simply doesn't work at all. I've come to realize that even a free singles party might not draw men to sign up. Up until now, although we have quite a few women signed up, I'd even say they're quite eager. The men who registered are very few, only 2 or 3, and their attendance isn't even guaranteed. I don't know what the issue is. Perhaps high-quality single men are just in too much demand? Could it be that they have no shortage of admirers around them, and don't even value this opportunity at our singles party? Moreover, the main issue is that many people don't actively sign up. I have no way of knowing who is single, who is interested in love, or whether those who want to attend meet the requirements. So, there's really no choice but to apologize again to all the single brothers. I will refund all fees that were previously paid, so rest assured. Your happiness is my happiness, and when the time is right, I will try organizing another singles event. I simply can't believe that all the men and women registered with us have already found their other halves. I also don't believe that we can't find men and women willing to join a singles party. Let's look forward to seeing each other at the next singles event. When the time comes, I'll be waiting for you at the venue, hoping we can fulfill our wishes of finding love together.
现在有很多男士一听到单身聚会就不敢来，觉得
Nowadays, many men hesitate when they hear the term singles gathering, feeling that they might not meet the standards, or even worry that participating might put them in an awkward position and lead to being humiliated by the women present. This concern is actually a bit excessive. Attending a singles gathering doesn't necessarily require a goal-oriented mindset. Treat it as an opportunity to meet new friends, get to know each other better, and if it's suitable, you can continue to develop the relationship. If it's not suitable, it doesn't matter. At the very least, you've made some new friends. Nowadays, in fact, many women have a more rational understanding of their own situation. They understand that as they age, their competitive advantages will gradually diminish, so if they meet a suitable man, they are often no longer fixated on material conditions such as having a house or a car, especially for those who already have a house and a car. What they pursue is a more sincere emotional connection, which is why more and more women who already own houses and cars are becoming common. Therefore, gentlemen, why not give yourself a chance, and also give others a chance? Sign up to participate in every singles gathering organized by our company and seize this opportunity to meet new friends and expand your social circle.
Many friends are skeptical as to why there were almost no men at this matchmaking event in Shenzhen. Let's analyze the reasons. First, there were certainly some men participating, but in terms of numbers, the ratio was extremely imbalanced, possibly reaching 110 or even 120. The main reason is the organizer's rule. Women could attend for free, while men had to pay. To be honest, any man with a bit of sense wouldn't want to spend that kind of unnecessary money. After all, men who are capable, have resources, and high incomes are sought after everywhere and don't need a matchmaking event to find a partner. Secondly, men with average or even lower qualifications are also reluctant to attend, as they might feel humiliated if they go. The marriage market in big cities already has an imbalance in gender ratios, with fewer high-quality men that meet women's standards. Even if a woman doesn't have particularly outstanding qualities, she might still be bold enough to try her luck at a matchmaking event. And if she is attractive and has a good figure, she becomes even more sought after in matchmaking markets with relatively scarce resources. In such cases, factors like job and income are secondary considerations. For men, in a big city like Shenzhen, if they don't own property, don't have a respectable job, or don't meet a certain income level, they might not even dare to enter a matchmaking event. Men with average qualifications are very aware that many women might not even look at them, so most men are realistic about their own situation. This actually reflects a common phenomenon in the current matchmaking market. Most men with less favorable economic conditions tend to feel inferior. They also wish to escape singlehood as soon as possible, but they are forced to face various real-life obstacles. Friends, would you attend this kind of matchmaking event? Feel free to leave your comments, as I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support is very important to us, and we will continue to bring you better content. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.